It's a beautiful day. Gonna try and work on a few things on 12 today, and with this video I'll show you what I got done. Hopefully there's some electrical work and a headliner. I have to put this nut and washer on the back side of a screw here through a very tiny access hole. So yes, I super glued the washer to the nut, and I super glued the nut to my thumb. So the nut is installed, and luckily my skin's not too bad since I had a nice protective layer of grease and dirt. I just put the J-step back on. That was quite a bit of work. I just completely reassembled it, and it's good to go. This is the headliner that is from 12, and as you can see it is broken up a little bit. This is actually in the area over the driver's seat. So my guess is either somebody hit their head on it, or they maybe punched it in anger, or they punched it in anger because they hit their head on it. So I'm going to try and repair this. These headliners from these old Kenworths, it's a very thin plastic with a very brittle foam backing. Luckily I was able to remove it from the truck without doing any more destruction. And so my goal now is to try and repair it. So my repair strategy is to repair it from the front. I've heard of people trying to do it from the back, but the foam just breaks up and pulls away. My strategy is I'm going to cover the whole thing in an epoxy resin, lay a piece of cloth over the whole thing, and then wet it out. And then when it's all done, I plan to paint it a lovely beige color. On the back side, we used some Tyvek tape just to temporarily reinforce where the brakes were. Just to smooth out the area where the cracks are, I mixed up some epoxy filler, and I'm just going to kind of use that to fill in the gaps before I lay on the cloth. Overall, I think it went really well. I'm done working it. I think I've worked the cloth to death. Basically, all I did was I made a brand new headliner using the old one as a mold. We'll let the epoxy cure, and then I'll paint it. In this center section here that's depressed, strategy is I'm going to make a panel and cover it with a dark brown vinyl that'll match the doghouse. I just got done trimming the excess glass off from the edges, and I'm sure it doesn't look like much now, but to me this is so much better than what I started with. The fiberglass has added a lot of rigidity to it, but it's still flexible enough where I'll be able to position it into the cab. Once it gets a little warmer and I'm done with the electrical, I will install it. At some point, somebody had welded this piece of angle iron between the frame rails at the very back of the truck. It served no purpose, as near as I could tell. It was all bent up and mangled, so I went ahead and cut it off. Now everything is prepped. I think I can go ahead and start putting on the tail lights. The brackets are in. Looks pretty good with the new lights in. Now we just need to get them working. This is the end of the wiring harness, terminating near the tail lights. The wires are different colors, and I can use my Kenworth service manual to determine what each circuit is. This is an extra light that's on top of 12. I call it an ID light. It was ordered specifically by Bruce Motor Freight, who originally bought the truck new. And it is in addition to the regular clearance lights that are up here. I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and replace this one. I got a brand new one. Looks a little better, and I'm getting ready to switch those out. While I'm continuing to replace lights on 12, I'm also going to add a few lights. On the back corners of the cab are these red oval reflectors, and I'm actually going to replace them with these red oval lights. Now, I like a tasteful amount of lights on a truck, and adding these lights aren't going to be too bad, but this definitely ain't going to be no chicken truck. When I got 12, both turn signals were broke off, so I replaced them with these lights. Yeah, the new lights are definitely classier than the old ones. Alright, we got the passenger side done. That's the easy side. This is the driver's side. It's rather difficult just because of all the dash pieces. There's not a lot of room to move your wrench with the clutch pedal here. Now the driver's side is done. Got the rear lights installed, and with these, every light is new on 12, so now we just need to get them hooked up and get the electrical troubleshot. This is the old horn off 12. It's pretty rough shape, and that's after I straightened it out a little bit. But I have a brand new horn still in the box that I'm going to install. We got our new Grover air horn installed, at least mounted to the cab. Still have to plumb it up, but it sure does look a lot better than the old one. Alright, let's test it out. Yeah, sounds nice. I have some new quarter fenders for 12. The first thing though is these stubs have the old quarter fender pipe still clamped on, so we'll see what it takes to get it off. With a little help from an angle grinder and a big hammer, this one's starting to move. Other than being a little rusty, the tube looks to be in pretty good shape. Let's try the other side. It looks like at some point they welded the outer tube to repair it, and I don't know if it goes through and attaches it to the inner tube. Yes, indeed, it was welded, the outer tube to the inside tube. I'll switch out my cutting wheel for a grinding wheel and I'll grind it off. Well, we got that one done. It'll be nice to get this out of the shop. When I bought these quarter fenders, I went ahead and bought the stainless steel clamps extra that were separate, and that's what I used to initially put these on, and I just wasn't happy with them. The bolt size is smaller, they wouldn't get tight enough to keep the fender from falling off. I used the steel ones that came with the fenders, and they tightened up real tight really fast, so I'm very pleased with them. These stainless ones were junk. It was a good day working on 12. Of course, it's not a day working on 12 if everything doesn't take twice as long and offer twice as much frustration as you anticipated, but got a lot done, and if you'd like to see more on 12, stay tuned and subscribe, and I'll keep the videos coming.